What is up? We are here to open the Pandora's box. And do we have a PAX box tonight? Oh my God, y'all. It's going to be a good one. Let's get Mikey in here. Let's go. What's up, Mikey?
I'm feeling the testosterone. Telling you, man.
Whoa.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It's always that way in the Necron's lair.
Of
My
course,
wife.
the intro like that. Hell yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, man. High energy, high energy. Let's do
Energy,
this.
And
Yes.
we got quite a show tonight, my friend.
I
I
don't.
just
I
saw.
just got subjects. I have no details. I'm ready to get blown away here.
You see how eclectic it
I
is.
was foreigner, the band. Okay.
Like I know. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ooh.
Yeah, there's some not wacky. It's just a crazy show tonight. Not wacky though.
Oh.
That's
Okay. Okay. We are out of wacky verse in the crazy verse. There we go. That'll
there
be
you go.
fun. Hey, before we get started, I
Yeah.
wanted to get your take on this that
Yeah.
happened today. Let me find it real quick because I got so many inlays to go through. Here we go. What'd you think of that?
Why is there a bat?
I know it's Superman Day,
It's
right?
yeah, but there's a bat. The Superman hope symbol is inside of a bat. And why is
Hmm.
Zack Snyder like retweeting this?
I don't have no idea what is going on with that, man.
And they were like going off on Snyder Queen for interpreting that Snydercon poster. Zack
Oh,
Snyder likes to get cryptic, guys. He likes to get cryptic. He likes to fuck with your mind, man. Because
do those guys even like? I don't know, people, I should say. Do they even know how Zach works? I mean, getting after Snyder Queen for trying to decide. And then he literally says, "Oh yeah, I'm not going to give away
yeah,
everything right away."
yeah, exactly. And actually, we have an article on that coming up in Curiosity, even talking about that. And I'm like, Zack Snyder just said it himself that
Yeah,
he puts these little you know cryptic things in there for a reason.
he knows his real fans love this stuff and try to,
Mm.
it's like giving us, I hate to say it, but breadcrumbs and trying to figure out what it is.
Uh,
It's like little pieces of the puzzle, not the whole puzzle, and we
well,
got to fill in the gap.
you know where it is, Necron. The Kentucky Fried Chicken crowd is not used to thinking. So there you go. You know,
They're just used to their deep fried orders and
there you go, man.
they don't got to think about it. I gotcha. I see. I
They're
see.
used to being bucket heads, So
Bucket heads, it's being bucket heads. What do we eat? Tell us what to do. We don't like to think. That's why
look.
they only go to places that serve like chicken. They don't want anything else that confuses them. Oh no, no hamburger, no hot dogs, and just chicken, fried chicken. Remember they tried the grilled chicken for a while too, but that was too confusing for them, so they just went back to fried chicken.
I'm telling you, what is going to get more social engagement? That screenshot of Gun Superman script or this?
Oh, I'm sure this Zack Snyder is internet gold, dude. I mean,
He is, man. I'm like, I want to do an article on this, but I don't know how. Like, what do you say about this? I mean, is it hinting at something
if
or?
anybody wants to like go into detail about like James Gunn always reacting to Zack, watch some Skywalker stream from last night. Woo,
Yeah.
they broke that down great.
I mean, look, if what's I gonna say now? If my friend Jackie Earl meant nothing by this, okay, but Zach retweeted though. Then you start to wonder, like, what the? And Rorschach knows why.
I know Rorschach. What is going on? Zack Snyder says this. This is outrageous. I love it.
It's not wacky. Um, and that screenshot of that Superman legacy script, it just faded in the view. No one's even talking about it at all. You know.
Hey, to be honest, Mikey, I didn't even know about it. I was like, what? He did?
Like,
That's messed up. Now
okay,
that's
we
a
know the
big thing.
title, James. We know the title. So can you give us something new about it? Like it was a a hot and rainy night. I mean, like something, line from the script. I mean, there's
Look, I
nothing new there.
I read that. I got it when he talked about it. I got the trade paperback from Superman Legacy.
Yeah.
I like Grant Morrison, but honestly, I just was like, this is okay. I mean, I don't see why you would want to turn it into like a movie or me personally, I didn't get much Superman out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was kind of weird. But I mean, Grant Morrison always has weird. So
Well, Grant Morrison's always weird.
yeah,
It's hard
I,
to adapt him, but Doom Patrol did a good job of adapting him, though. I thought. But don't
I
really.
liked his Batman stuff, and of course,
Oh,
all
that was really good. Yeah.
his '80s stuff. So I'm
Yeah,
not
but
really slamming Grant. I'm
yes.
just like, of all things you could pull from Superman, that's not
Mm.
to
Well,
me.
we can't have Superman fighting Brainiac now.
Oh no, not one of his top arch villains. Why would you want that?
Yeah, there was talk a screenshot of it's just like we already knew the title, so
Oh my god, what you had on some of them Seals member streams? This sounds terrible. I'm not gonna
you
lie.
heard that, huh? Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna talk about it here, but become a member and prepare to get some bourbon. I was like, what is this? Like this is
I was
like a
on.
'60s Superman cartoon. What is the
Yeah,
hell?
it's bad. Um,
Ooh.
I was on Taladia's stream yesterday and was talking about Jonathan Majors, and my speculation was that he'll get fired, and now,
Yeah.
and I told Taladia, I said the reason why we haven't covered the Jonathan Majors story yet is that they could change it any minute, right? It'll
Yes.
be dated by the time it's published. But last night I said, I'm pretty sure that he's gone, and sure enough, it's Variety put out that article today. It's not, it's looking bad. More women are
Yeah.
accusing him. It's
That's when
just
it gets bad when you start getting the multiple, and not we don't know,
we don't know. Yeah,
but it usually ups the ante on that situation when you get multiple, more and more people
yeah.
keep piling in on it. It's a bad look.
Well, innocent till proven guilty, but there's a pattern. And Disney is a huge corporation; they're the biggest. And look, understandably so, they're going to be very sensitive to this.
Yes, of
Um,
course.
there's no time for them to wait, Necron. If he's guilty or not, I mean they're going to have to take action.
Well, remember,
Uh,
it's kind of like the Rick and Morty situation.
yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, that's true.
He got pretty much destroyed, and it turns
Yeah,
out he's innocent. But does the public conscience know he's innocent? After it's hard. It's
it's
hard to
hard.
get.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a bad situation. That's unfortunate.
And for a company like Disney too, and they have so much invested in him, but Disney is very, very sensitive to these matters more than any other company, I believe, because of the whole
Yeah,
fact that they have Disneyland and all the childhood, relations they have, and so Warner Brothers,
they have to keep it really clean.
reputation is super clean. Warner's is just gangsta.
They're not trying to,
No, no.
no. Yeah, Warner Brothers don't give a fuck. I mean,
But they're afraid of us, though. They're afraid of Snyder fan. What the hell?
well, this is the new WB. Maybe it's well, they got a Disney guy over there, but he seemed to beat the rap. So
I don't know. I mean, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, this is a sad
Well,
situation all the way around. So.
so I mean, how does this affect Marvel going forward?
Well, I mean, there have been reports of them looking at recasting, and I might as well say it now. I think I was on a member stream where I mentioned this. I said that worst case scenario for Disney was not just a recasting,
Uh huh.
but ending Kang's story. Um, if they can't get an actor of his caliber that's really going to carry these films, because keep in mind that Jonathan Majors was a hot actor.
Very high.
It,
Yeah.
it wasn't like Kang was the
90.
biggest
Yeah.
villain in the world. It's a Jonathan Major Swing Kang. Um, Luckily, I mean, Necron, I mean, okay, it's a horrible situation. Um, but there's time for them to switch gears. Kang Dynasty. I don't think a script's even done yet. Secret Avengers, there's no script yet that I know of.
Yeah.
So they could go ahead and shift gears already. What's going to be an issue though is Loki season 2, which had majors in it. Um, that's going to be an
Mm,
issue for them.
that's going to be a tough one to get past. Yeah.
But at least it's not a film, Like again, they can just do some reshooting and things like that. But um, I think he's gone, man. I really do. I just think this is too much um, for Disney to even take a chance on right now, because they have to make a decision soon, Necron, because um, going into Kang Dynasty, they have to make a decision now. They can't be in the middle of Kang Dynasty filming all of a sudden. The shit really hits the fan.
Oh, yeah. Like you're in the middle of it
Yeah,
and it just gets worse. That's not a good
yeah,
scenario at all. Yeah. Then like, what you really do because you're already
yeah,
committed. Yeah. It's an
yeah,
unfortunate situation, man.
yeah. Our Dykes, I agree with you, and also all these companies that are dropping him already, Necron,
Oh,
they know more than we do. Okay, they know more than we do.
that's true.
They're not just gonna like all of a sudden take this lightly. They there's a lot of stuff that hasn't come out yet that they know of, which is why they dropped them. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that makes total sense because they're going to look at their info, which is way more than we
Yeah,
got, and they got contracts with them, and they can see if there's any type of you know breach of contract with behavior. Because usually these, I mean, you probably know because I
yeah,
worked in television here, and like the
yeah,
anchors and all that, they have like a not like a morality clause, but
yeah,
a clause where basically I'm not going to get drunk in public and make a fool of myself, and it's going to
yeah,
show up
yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah.
So
Ethics and everything.
mhm.
Yeah, Marvel Freak. Yeah, but you know what thing is this? Um, they have two villains. Okay, that are bigger than Kang. Actually, they're bigger than Kang in terms of popularity in the comics, familiarity. That they were planning on anyway, and they can use them instead. Galactus and Doctor Doom. Now, I have,
I yeah,
yeah, I've
yeah.
scooped before that God Emperor Doom is going to be in Secret Wars. Um, I'm pretty sure that Kang is not going to be in Secret Wars anymore. It'll be Doctor Doom. Or they can use a Beyonder as well. You be faithful to the original comic book and have a really good actor as a Beyonder. They can do that,
Wow, the Beyonder, that would be a wild
right?
throwback.
And so,
Yeah.
but here's the interesting part about all this, that Ant-Man and the Wasp kind of maybe didn't do that well with Kang in it. Um,
That's true. That's
right? And
Yeah,
so,
I mean, that was supposed to be their big lead into their, the
yeah.
next big villain phase.
And you know what? I could, I don't know. I mean, I've been hearing that Kang is in Secret Wars, and I heard, well, it's kind of like this. Kang Dynasty was supposed to lead into Secret Wars.
Mhm.
Um, but I just couldn't imagine that much Kang. I mean, that's totally unlike Feige. He reused a villain that much. He's in Loki. He's in Kang Dynasty. That's just too much. I don't see him.
That's a good point because even Thanos teased a little,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
it.
and never really showed up until
Nope.
the
Infinity War.
Infinity War films, and that was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You know, and he was teased way back. So yeah, you're right. That would be a lot of overkill with Kang.
Overkill, exactly what I was looking for. Like a band overkill. So,
Yeah.
and a Midnight Work song as well. But anyway, yeah. But
Yeah, well, it's unfortunate news for him, professionally, and
yeah,
I just hope everything, works out for the
mm,
best for everyone
yeah.
involved because that
Eh,
sucks, man. We got some headbangers in here today, Mikey. What's up, bro?
Anyway, anyway.
Yeah, So, what's next on the menu here?
um, Lol in the chat. Why don't you take a look at my shirt in the avatar there if you haven't noticed the shirt I'm wearing. Um, sure that logo's
Oh, that's right.
yeah,
Yeah.
just sure that logo's familiar to you. Anyway, um, why don't we go into Dreamwalker?
Yeah, everybody's just kind of
Uh,
disappointed with the King news. So, not
yeah.
surprisingly. Okay, Dreamwalker. What's going on with Dreamwalker?
I don't think Kang Dynasty will be scrapped. I think the story is too good. They'll just find a different actor. But my gut feeling, Necron, is that Kang's story ends there. That's just my gut feeling.
Okay. Well, I mean, they can always come back to it too.
Yeah, and
You know,
they can still have Kang Dynasty lead into Secret Wars. I mean, that's the plan. Doesn't mean Kang has to be in Secret Wars. You know what I mean?
you could just kind of cause the situation.
And there you go,
You
accelerator
know,
or whatever. You know.
yeah, yeah. Socks is excited for Dreamwalker news.
So why don't you post pictures? I sent you two pictures, so you can post those. The one with
Okay.
the um the meeting picture first.
This one,
That one,
yes.
Dreamwalkers.
Woo!
That's Noelle Flores, the artist for Dreamwalker. My creative partner, meeting Kat herself. This was a few days ago.
Yeah, I was
Uh,
gonna ask how long ago was this?
yeah, it was for the screening of Voltus 5 Legacy, which is it's funny because I was telling people this picture Necron
Uh
is
huh.
it means full circle.
Wow, it really does, doesn't it?
And so, um, how did see people ask me how you met Kate? Well, how about how I met Noelle?
Yeah, that's how that ties into that. Yeah.
Exactly, because this is a story that barely ever talk about. Um, so back in 2018, I think it was, or no, 17, I believe. Um, I had a scoop, and I wasn't a public scooper then, right? But this one I went public with because I had a lot of followers from the Philippines. So I scooped Voltus 5 Legacy. That was my scoop. I said, I said the GMA network um, is doing a live action version of Voltus 5, and I put it out in the public so everybody. Well, I had about let me see, about 1,000 friends back then. Very small following, right?
Okay.
No one really knew who I was, so I put it out there, and it started getting shared around a lot of the Filipinos because Voltus 5 was a big anime there back in the 80s and the late
Gotcha.
70s. And the person who messaged me and said, "Great scoop, it's accurate." And he goes, "I know it's accurate because I'm working on the show." That's Noel Leon Flores. That's how he found me.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, he reached out to you because your
Yeah,
scoop was correct,
correct. In fact, he
and
sent me.
and in fact, I'm working on it.
Yeah, he's a lead visual designer of Voltus 5, which I didn't know. I had no idea what his job was or his status was back then. To prove it, Necron, he sent me concept art that he
Oh,
did
so
for
how cool
both.
was that? Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, "Wow, it's awesome." He goes, "Please don't share when I get myself in trouble." That's Noel,
totally. Yeah.
troublemaker. But
Uh,
anyway, um, so he sent me the images. I'm like, "Holy shit, this is real! It's like real concept art, you know." Um, so he sent me that. We became friends, and he said, "Let's do a comic book one day. I'll draw it for you." Like, okay, that sounds awesome. He goes, "I love to work with you." Like, this is how it all started, dude.
so
Um,
it starts honestly innocently enough, doesn't
yeah,
it? It's like he's like, and you're probably thinking, yeah, that'd be cool. You know,
yeah, yeah, sure. Um,
okay, cool.
then a year later, I had a stroke. Okay,
Yeah.
um, and so when I came back from the stroke, he was asking me, "Hey, are we still gonna do this comic book together? I really want to do it." And I said, "Yeah, I have an idea, but man, dude, it just wasn't working. My
Well, I remember
original,
you were trying to make it more like a
God,
comedy,
it
and
was
it just wasn't.
wacky. It was wacky, Necron. It was wacky. Okay,
Well,
I
you know
admit.
what? If you took it to someone else, they probably would have made it for
He probably would
you. This is the
have.
best thing I ever seen.
Exactly right. Exactly. So Dreamwalker was about a uh, teenage Dennis the Menace type female troublemaker. That's it's funny not compared to what it became. Um, she would go into people's dreams and steal things, steal their jewelry and stuff like that. And then she'd get in trouble when they wake up. And so, dude, it was not funny. It was like the only part that remained from that original script was the seeing Dreamwalker 1 where she's eating shopao from somebody's dream, and her brother said, "Don't eat it. There might be shit in there because dreams have no logic." That's the only part that I kept from that original.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Everything else was tossed out, and so in 2018 November, I saw Kate for the first time on this Filipino soap opera. Just I was just really taken aback, and I was like, "Oh my god, who is this beautiful woman there?" And so I posted her picture, Necron. In fact, I quoted the cult She Sells Sanctuary
So
from
good. Yes.
1986. The sparkle in your eyes keeps me alive. I quoted that. Um, Ironically, the acting department that Kate works for is called Sparkle now. Just you can't get anywhere oddly gentle in this.
Wow.
So I posted her photo, and Noel messages me. He actually commented on the post. Like, hey, I know her. I worked with her. Like, what?
What the hell? Really?
Yeah.
Like, wow.
So he private messaged me. Goes, hey, you want to interview her? I said, hell yeah. So he gave me the contact number of her handler. Um, I met Noel. I mean, I met Kate because of Noel. And
Isn't that crazy? And you
and
had no
he
idea.
and no idea.
You
But here's the
were-
crazy part. They're at this world premiere event that GMA put out for their staff and actors for Voltus 5 Legacy, which is how Noel met me. So it's like full circle. It's like, oh
Full
my god,
circle.
full
Wow.
circle. It's like I met you because of Voltus 5 Legacy. There you are with Kate that I met because of you. All in one picture. It's just like this picture encapsulates the whole history of Dreamwalker right here.
That's amazing
And
story.
so I had to share that with you guys. But
Full circle for sure.
full
Everybody's
circle,
feeling
man, full circle.
full
And
circle right now. I love it.
I love this photo. I'm like, yeah, okay, this, like, when Dreamwalker is out, this is one of those pictures people will like look at. Look, this is how it all started, really, with him, and then she came along, um and really all credit to Kate because it was a comedy until I met her, and she told me to watch Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which I
I,
did,
I
and
love
after,
that show.
oh my
It's
god, I
really
did too.
good. Yeah.
And so after the first episode, dude, it became horror. Like I turned off Netflix, went into the room, rewrote it, and became horror. It's just crazy.
Oh boy, did it become horror. It
Yeah, it really horror. Like all the graphic violence and everything, and it is wild. So,
love it though. It's great.
and can you show the other picture I sent you of her?
Yes. Here we go.
So
Oh, let me
she's a finalist in this contest here for
Yeah, I was gonna ask what is
yeah.
going on here with this? What is
It's
this?
for Tag Media Chicago. I've never heard of this organization before, but
Uh-huh.
you can vote for her to win this thing as movers and shakers of this generation who are under 25. Very proud of her to get this kind of recognition. Um, I think it's amazing. I don't know who else is in this thing, but
Is this like an international thing or a Philippines thing? I
no,
have no.
it's Chicago. It's actually Chicago. It's U.S.
Oh, so we can vote on it.
Oh yeah. So You guys can vote for her. I'll start a campaign for you guys to vote for her. I just wanted to get
Yeah.
the picture out first, so we can kind of a strategic plan to have her win this thing. I think it's just amazing.
Oh, that would be great going
Yeah.
into the filming and everything soon and
Oh
all that.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
what a great way of great way to keep promoting Dreamwalker. So I think it's just
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, we definitely got get this info out there because
Yeah.
your Dreamwalker fan base would love to vote for her.
Oh yeah, definitely, and their fan base gonna get bigger and bigger as time goes on. So
Oh,
great stuff.
Kate is an amazing beauty just on top of
Oh yeah,
everything else,
yeah, yeah.
So it's
Very
win-win,
proud.
my friend.
Oh yeah.
Win-win.
And hey, Noel is drawing issue 3 now. He's
Oh,
drawing
so
it.
we're already drawing it.
He's
Nice.
already drawing it. They got that stage now, and he's laying out the pages and everything. So it's gonna look spectacular. I'm telling you guys. And I was telling Noel like, hey, can you add this scene in here? I just like so. There's some like last minute stuff. We're that's Noel and I. We think of something. Hey, can you put this in there? Like, there's still time. Let's make cool.
He's gonna be busy on that one, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very busy in this one. Yeah.
Because it's so many cameos and Easter
Well,
egg.
the Easter eggs, all the cameos, and that twist ending is gonna knock everybody for a loop. Yeah, which I haven't revealed to anybody yet. I want you guys to be surprised.
Actually, yeah, I actually don't want to know.
Yeah,
I would love just to get the comic and read it. And
it's
be like,
twisted.
whoa.
it's something that I thought of after I had put made an outline of the story. Everything with me is organic. I change things up on the fly, like improvisation type of thing.
Sure.
When I
When
was
something
writing
better
it, I'm
comes
like,
up, right? You want to
yeah,
get that. Yeah.
as you write it, you start getting an idea of the character's motivations and everything. I'm like, oh my god, why didn't I even think of this? Like, all of a sudden, like I changed the intro to issue 3, which in effect changed the ending as well. So,
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
yeah, it's fun. It's
Wow.
fun. So, let's get to the classic rock.
Oh yes. Does anybody out here know who Foreigner is besides me and Mikey?
Now, you're probably wondering why are you
I
guys
was like,
talking about Foreigner?
Foreigner. Are we getting hot blooded or something? What's going on?
Once in a while, Necron, I go on these quirky musical kicks, you know.
Okay.
So the past week, you never know how your moods are affected by this and stuff, or what moods you get into.
There you go. There they are.
Hey, guys, take a screenshot of this. Here's your scoop.
Hey guys, I got a big Foreigner news.
Okay, there you go. There you go. So I've been listening to love songs the past week or so.
Uh-huh.
Like I'm Not in Love by 10cc, Wicked Game by Chris Isaac. I've been playing all these like really mellow love songs lately, and
Oh, they were one of the kings
oh
of
my
that.
god, and they were,
Zappy.
and so one of my favorite songs from the '80s. I was listening to it the other day, and I can't stop playing it on Necron.
Uh-huh.
It's is Waiting for a Girl Like You. Okay, and I'm not
Oh
talking
God, I
about
remember that was a big hit.
that was a huge hit, 82, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I think so.
and I'm not talking about the single version. I'm talking about the 12-inch extended version.
Yeah, your special 12-inch
That's a
vinyl
version you have to
extended.
hear. Yeah, exactly. And so I was playing this version. If you guys have not heard the 12-inch of this, it's on YouTube, the extended version. It has this gorgeous, lush, long intro by Thomas Dolby.
Thomas Dolby did
Thomas
it?
Dolby was the keyboardist for the song, and if you
Shit.
if you listen to the 12-inch, it's just beautiful instrumental in the beginning. It's you know what I'm talking about, but it's extended, and it's like very lush and dreamy and soothing. It's just like, and yeah,
Oh yeah,
Thomas.
he was a great
Oh god,
electronic,
oh my god,
keyboard,
yeah, she blinded me with science. He also, I believe, married Kathleen Beller, dude. Seriously, from Sword and Sorcerer, he married her.
Oh damn, Thomas Dolby.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, I guess he was blinded by science. But anyway, um, so
She definitely was.
yeah,
She's tired of those barbarians and wanted someone
there
smart.
you go.
Yeah.
So new wave pioneer Thomas Dolby played the keyboards on this. But here's the thing, Necron, I can't fucking stop playing this song. Like all throughout the day. It is the most notorious earworm ever. Seriously, like that keyboard intro, I can't get it out of my head.
That happens to me. Something I don't plan on this being stuck in my head, and it just gets stuck in my head. Next thing I know, I'm humming it. And what the hell am I doing?
So the reason why I wanted to come on this show, Nick, I wanted to say this on the show, is I want all of you to share my pain. Okay. So after the broadcast,
I see what's going on here now.
So after the broadcast today, why don't you go to YouTube and listen to "Waiting for a Girl Like You"?
Extended 12-inch version.
Extended 12-inch. So you too can get stuck in your head all day long, and then
that's very nice.
Oh God!
No, here's another one. Urgent. Remember that one?
God, no, man! Don't do it! Don't do it!
Here we go. Yeah, when I got the your subject list, I was like, Foreigner. The hell are we gonna talk about Foreigner? What?
No, in next week's show you watch, I'm gonna get addicted to. I want to know what love is. Just watch. It'll happen.
Okay. Well, and we'll ask them. The chat. Did y'all do your homework? Did you go listen to Foreigner over the weekend?
There you go. That's sign me. You have to make sure you play the 12-inch version.
12-inch version.
Of Waiting for a Girl Like You. I'm sure they do.
Oh yeah.
I know REM covered Lou Gramm. They covered Midnight Blue. It's a great song from Lou Gramm. Lou Gramm song. I love that song from the Lost Boys that he did. That was a really cool song. The big drum sound. Anyway,
dude, I haven't thought of that in a long time. That's actually a movie I need to revisit too.
Oh, it's a great film. Yeah.
Lost Boys. Yeah, I remember loving it when I saw it back then. And I had it on VHS.
You should, because Silver and Gold, apparently, I'm told, is a cross between St. Elmo's Fire and Lost Boys. So there you go.
Wow.
Foreigners are signed for today. So Waiting for a Girl Like You.
Dude, the Lost Boys was like, those were some cool ass vampires, right?
They were, man. I love that film. That and Near Dark are my two favorite vampire movies.
Wow, and those are like two completely different vampires either.
And vampire lovers too, but anyway.
Hey, look who showed up. Retro Nerd Girl.
Hey, Retro Nerd Girl. Yeah, she's here to join in on the Foreigner conversation, maybe, or.
I am sure she knows who Foreigner is.
Well, no, she heard me say Near Dark, or maybe Near Dark and Lost Boys got her. Like, oh, I heard Near Dark.
No, well, yeah, I am being.
See,
summoned.
she loves Lost Boys. I knew it.
Oh,
Foreigner fan, right on.
Once sounded great. Guitars were fat. There you go.
Oh no, Necron. I have. I want to know what love is stuck in my head now. Oh shit.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, God, vision. No.
You know which one gets stuck in my head when I hear that stupid. You know which one that is?
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Necron. Thank you.
That's gonna be stuck in your head. I come from a land down under.
Oh, look, she's a fan. She's a Foreigner fan. I knew it.
Oh.
See?
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're gonna have to go back and watch the beginning. You're gonna
see, Retro. You have. I'm not sure if you have this, but the extended version of Waiting for a Girl Like You, which has Thomas Dolby's long instrumental intro. It is just so gorgeous. But you can't. You think if you get addicted to it, and after you stop, after you're tired of playing it, it gets stuck in your head. It's the most notorious earworm ever. Anyway, uh,
I
um,
love that.
there is something wrong with my Disney Plus. I keep getting error messages, so I have not seen The Mandalorian. I don't have time to call up Disney Plus right now to have them like, what the heck, can you fix this for us? I don't know what's going on. So I will watch it though. I mean, I can get Disney Plus on my computer, but on my TV for some reason it's messed up. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think you want to watch that on your own big screen
Yeah, I
too,
got
man.
it to the big screen. Got it.
Especially this final episode. It's epic, you know.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, actually, the last two episodes I missed the one last week too. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I'll be
You're gonna
honest.
like them.
Right.
Isn't the only original member of Foreigner, the guitarist, the singer from hair metal band Hurricane, is still? I have no idea, Chubby.
I haven't kept up
Look
with
at this.
it.
That's my favorite.
There you go. There you go.
I no. You got me with that Thomas Dolby. I had no idea. Like what?
Okay, let me tell you. About 20 years ago, a friend of mine was making me all these rare 12 inches, right? Mostly new wave stuff. And then he put on. He didn't put the titles in the track listing. He wanted to surprise me, right?
Oh, so you had no
So
clue what you
I
were
had no
getting. Yeah.
clue, right? So
Mhm.
he sent me compilation of 12-inch ballads from the 80s. I'm like, okay.
Shit.
And I heard the opening. I'm like, well, this sounds cool. Like, holy shit, it's Foreigner, right? Because I never heard that long intro before. Before it would go right into that keyboard note. We all know where it is. But then they had that
Yeah.
opening though, and that ethereal opening, and like then he told me, yeah, it's Thomas Dolby. Like, what? That's Thomas Dolby? Holy
What the
shit!
hell is going on here? Thomas Dolby and Foreigner.
But
Small world.
Small World. That's before his solo work. I think before she by New Science, he was a session musician. That's just
Wow.
blew me
Well,
away.
hey, I mean, you got to pay the bills. That's not a bad
Man,
bill to be working
man,
with Foreigner
Foreigner's
back
pretty hip,
then.
man. Foreigner
Yeah.
had Dolby on keyboards.
You're gonna get some type of money out of it, I'm sure.
Oh hell yeah, yeah. That song hit number 2 on the charts. Okay.
Jesus,
I
I don't
think
even
I
remember
think
that. Yeah, I
I
just remember it being a huge hit.
yeah. I think it was on the
Jukebox Hero. I remember that one
oh
as a
god,
kid
that's a
because
good
the
one. That's a good
guitars.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
like any young teenager would hear that, like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna be a jukebox.
Okay. Anyway, let's save Snyder for last. Let's get to the next one here.
Okay, but I do have to say,
Uh-huh.
if you want to hear a really good extended 12-inch,
Hmm.
the Safety Dance 12-inch version.
I have it. I have
You
it. I
have
love
it,
it. I
so you
love
know
it.
what I'm.
Love it.
S
Oh
S
yeah.
S S
Yep. I love
A.
it. That's just such an
Okay.
awesome song. That's another earworm right there. That's a total
Oh,
earworm.
oh yeah, you're gonna have that all in your head for days.
But before we leave the topic of music, we're in the same era right now, so might as well. Um,
Uh,
there are 3 songs from that era that to me are very similar in terms of feeling. Okay, and to me they're the same. To me they're like a trilogy almost to me.
okay.
Um, and it's "Our House" by Madness. Um, Come on, Eileen by like Midnight Runners,
Yeah, yeah.
and "Come Dancing" by the Kinks. You play all those 3 back to back, and you get that same kind of nostalgic feeling. Because those songs are all about the past anyway. So
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
double your nostalgia because they're singing about growing up in the '60s and whatnot. But of course, now your nostalgia is like they're back from the '80s. So, um,
But it was nostalgia for them. That's crazy, right? How
exactly.
it's a double
But
dose of
all,
nostalgia.
those 3 songs make me feel really sad. There's a kind of type of longing in those songs that if you put them all together, I'm sure Retro Nerd Girl will know what I'm talking about. But Come On Eileen, Come Dancing, and Our House. You put them on a mixtape back to back. It's pretty like it'll make you like wistful and melancholic. You thinking of your childhood and stuff. So
Oh yeah, it's like looking at like kind of like old Christmas pictures.
actually, there he goes. Actually, all 3 songs are about childhood. That's what linked them together. That's why they sound kind of sad.
Retro knows what's up.
She knows
Yep,
that. And
she
if
knows.
you guys out there want to make a really like romantic mixtape for some girl you like, um, I'm Not in Love by 10cc. Waiting for a Girl Like You by 400, the extended version only. Okay, and then Wicked Game by Chris Isaac. Dude,
Ooh,
seriously, it's hot.
Mikey, your smooth operator with your
There's another one. Man. Mixtapes, man. That's how that's how a guy used to court, man. You express your feelings in mixtapes. What you do? Go see High
You know
Fidelity. You
what
know what
I?
I'm talking about.
You know, here's Necron's mixtape of trying to get a girl interested in you back in the '80s.
Yeah.
The Ramones. Hey, I want to be your boyfriend. You know,
That's awesome. That's awesome.
that was not the softest you were gonna give me. It was gonna be a Ramones mixtape. And if I got mad at him, then I give him. I don't want to walk around with you.
Hey,
So why you want to walk
Joey
around
had a
with?
great voice, man. Yeah, I love his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite Ramones song is
Uh-huh.
Pet Cemetery. I just love that song. I
That's
love
another melancholy song.
it is,
Very
and
melancholy.
I love how Joey Ramone's voice kind of evolved throughout the years. His voice became a little deeper, kind
Yeah,
of darker, and I like
for
the.
sure.
Then again, I love the movie though. I saw Pet Cemetery like 8 times. I think I love that film so much.
Which one now? Rock and Roll High School
No,
or
but Pet Cemetery.
Pet Sim? Oh, the original Pet Sim is kind of
Oh, it's
creepy, dude.
great, man. I never saw the other ones. Just the
Yeah,
first
I
one.
just did a remake. Yeah, I remember. I went with a date, and I still remember getting home and it's like that thing under the stairs was just fucking like weirding me out, man. I was like, what
Oh,
the fuck?
yeah.
I'd be all looking at the stairs like, what the fuck? You
I
remember
love that
that?
scene where they had that family fighting in the funeral. This is and the body fell off. It was
Yeah.
twisted.
What a good movie, man.
I love that film.
Okay, what other subjects we could go on about all these things? You want to the Flash?
Yeah, it's in the Flash. So, um, Poison Heart's a great song. Again, Lele Ramone's kind of darker voice. So I love that song. Um, so
I
Flash,
think my favorite Ramones is Leave Home, the second album.
that's a great album as well.
Yeah, great
Um,
guitar tone too.
and there's some underrated Ramone, like I Want to Live is a very underrated
Hmm.
Ramone, like from the Halfway to Sanity album from '87, I believe. Rest in peace, Seymour Stein, who signed the Ramones.
All
Um,
the Ramones, right?
yeah,
Jesus, Joey, Johnny, Dee
it's
Dee,
great stuff, man.
Tommy. Um,
So the Flash.
Mama's Boy. All right, yeah, let's get on to the Flash. Talk about Ramones all night here.
um, Congratulations to my YouTube co-host partner, Abdul.
Oh, I heard this
George Clooney.
big news.
So it's confirmed. You know his scoop from months ago. People laughed at it. No, still was right again.
Still is right. Why do they doubt the people's champ? What is the matter with them?
Well, they're a little insecure.
They they don't doubt him. They just want him to be wrong.
They
They
want to
know
be
he's right.
yet, and they're not going to give him credit. Like the same thing with me. They're not going to give me credit at all.
Oh, yeah, dude, that's
It's
some
wrong.
petty beta stuff running
Petty
around with
beta
this
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, all these like LA assholes. Um.
Oh, that's a perfect way to describe it.
Oh, there you go. I don't want to grow
That
up.
is
Yeah.
perfect. LA
Um,
assholes.
yeah, I mean, I know them from the very beginning. They're all from LA. A little circle jerking there.
Bunch of LA wannabes circle jerking
Okay,
around.
Neil Seven's "Eyes Without a Face," one of the greatest songs ever recorded, hands down.
Eyes without. I'm a white wedding guy. That's
That's a
one of
great
my
one.
favorites.
Well, that's a
I love the video too, man.
The
So
video is great. Love the
how do
Misfits.
you?
Danzig,
Oh,
yeah,
the Misfits. Come on, man. I love the Misfits,
they're great stuff.
especially Danziger. You can't go wrong. But I don't have a problem with Michael Graves era either.
Danzig got a cry the voice.
Hmm.
But yeah, so congratulations to Sil about George Clooney. His wacky scoop is confirmed. Um, it was James Gunn's idea apparently to put George Clooney in there.
This guy.
Yeah, fat nipples.
Okay. we gotta do something real quick, and then we'll
Uh,
come right back
yeah.
because this I think this is why George Clooney appeals. Just watch this, and we'll come back, and this is why George Clooney seems to like he would appeal the James Gunn. Let's watch
It's a
this.
utility belt, not a money belt. 6 million.
7 million. Never leave the cave without it.
Oh my god.
Doesn't that seem
Wow.
like something he would just like crack up so hard at? Like, oh, that's hilarious.
Oh man. Wow.
Yeah. Speaking of bad memories, right? Oh, the back credit card.
See, you know, James Gunn thinks he's so clever. Like, I want to put George Clooney in here. You know,
And he thinks that's going to be a good idea.
guys realize they took Cavill out, but put Clooney in. Just saying. Test screening happened. Necron. Everybody's raving about this movie, The Flash.
The movie itself, I cannot wait to see.
Yeah, I mean, I put out an article last night, and yeah, it's for real. I mean, people were clapping and just going crazy over The Flash. This movie, I've been saying this for a while now, will be $1 billion film or close to $1 billion film. It's gonna do extremely well. It's a crowd pleasing movie.
So you're
guys,
telling me the only part of the movie that James Gunn got his hands in
yeah, what's the worst scene?
is this guy and taking out the kind of best cameos.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the good, like this.
That's just badass. Look at that.
Yeah.
You want to see more of that?
Yeah, like this. I want to see more of this. This looks like fucking awesome, dude.
That is, man. You know.
And you know what? And I don't even mind this. I don't.
Yeah. No, nothing wrong with it.
You know, it's an Elseworlds story, so hey, you know what? I'm not hating. It's Elseworlds, right? That's supposedly or Change Worlds. I don't know what the hell they're doing, but
yeah, I don't think Ezra Miller is going to go anywhere.
now if it makes that money they're hoping to make.
Yeah. I mean, if it does anywhere near $1 billion, I can't see them getting rid of Ezra.
But okay, and that too kind of just justifies everything what everybody wants here, right? This is a Snyderverse character.
Yeah.
You know, and it's going to hit close to $1 billion. If it does, or maybe it does, maybe it goes past. Who knows? I mean, just obviously I can't show clips, but just looking at these stills, this movie looks like it's a banger. I didn't even get any of the Supergirl stuff. I was just focusing on Batman and Flash, but even she looks great. What I've seen,
she looks great, and unfortunately, it's probably the last time we'll see her as Supergirl. No.
It's so frustrating to hear this stuff because they finally look like they got a real banger on their hands, and they're already going to undo it before they even like let it, as they say, spread its wings to fly. Like what are you guys doing, man?
And here's your chance to show, how valuable the Snyderverse actors are, and unlike Black Adam, which bombed. I mean, let's face it, with even having Cavill in there. But this will send a message like, hey, look, we like Ben Affleck as Batman.
Okay. And I get the whole, we should have saw it, the Black Adam film with Henry Cavill. But people knew that really wasn't a big Henry Cavill scene, or didn't even know there was Henry Cavill in it. And, and I think, too, if they would have showed Henry Cavill in the ads, it really would just, like, destroyed their end credit. It was a tough situation on that one.
Yeah. And...
Oh, yeah, I agree. I've seen, low-budget movies that blow $1 billion movies out of the water. Yeah. Evil Dead.
Well, Sixth Sense,
Yeah, another one. But we're talking Flash right now, so...
Yeah. So our decks, I don't think I don't think the public really knows. I mean, I think what most of the stuff that we know, most people have no idea. Like we've always known the Keaton's in this film. The general public is just now finding out through all the trailers and everything. Like, oh my God,
Yes.
Keaton's back. You know?
And it must be intriguing to the general public because at one time, they're seeing this,
Yeah,
and then they see this,
yeah,
and they are lucky that let's say it, Mikey, they're lucky that Spider-Man Far Away From Home kind of broke the general public's better lack of word cherry on the whole multiverse concept.
yeah. It did actually explain it away already for them. So
Yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a different world and a different dimension, whatever. I understand. That, they can
So-
roll with it, so that they did them a favor with that.
I'm gonna see this movie in the theater. I'm definitely gonna see it. And it's been a while. It's been
Have you
cold
not
out
been
there.
to a regular theater since COVID?
I know. I saw Spider-Man No Way Home.
Okay.
I had to see that one. And I saw Black Adam. So that's pretty much it. Everything else, because the weather's been cold. There's just been another problem, And there
Yeah,
hasn't been that many
you're way
films.
up there in the Pacific Northwest.
God,
so,
it's still cold right now. About 40 degrees right now. It's cold.
jeez.
So,
Yeah, we're in full spring bloom here in Texas.
yeah.
We'll get our 2 weeks, and next thing we know, we'll be in the 90s, and then it's hundreds.
Oh, God. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, thanks. I can't handle that.
It's miserable.
I heard you guys have fire ants there and stuff. Like, nope.
Oh yeah. Fire ants, big old cockroaches. It's a fun time. Let's get nuts. That was a classic line. Yeah, I'm not gonna hate on the Keaton. He was my first real legit Batman.
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, those of us old enough will remember when Batman first came out, the hysteria and everything. That was pre-internet, you know what I mean?
Oh
that-
yeah, it was everywhere. I mean, it was. Remember, T-shirts were everywhere. It was merch. It had to
Everything.
be one of the biggest merch movies ever with tie-in merch.
You know what? You're
Find
right.
it
Yeah,
up.
totally was. Totally.
Batman cereal, Batman paper plates, Batman shirts, Batman
Everything.
toys, Batman posters, Batman comics, Batman magazine. I mean, you're just getting saturated with it.
I don't know what it was like for you guys, but when Batman came out, it was so hard to find Batman back issues. People were buying them up.
Oh yeah, I was glad I already had them back then because you're
Oh
right.
man.
Remember how they skyrocketed in price too?
Oh yeah.
We got the good Austin here. What's up, Austin? Oh, they're talking Evil Dead Rise in the chat.
Oh, okay. Like, what's he talking? That's kind of creepy. Like, okay,
Mikey was like, "What the hell am I reading?"
like the 07's like you possessed by Mephisto or something. Like, where did that come from? Like, oh, okay.
I had to think for a second too. I was like, "Oh, they're talking the Evil Dead Rise movie." I was like, what? Yeah, that mom, she's pretty mean. Some of those commercials I seen, like, whoa. Is that what moms are really thinking?
Man, I have on videotape somewhere. I have Entertainment Tonight, like showing Batman footage for the first time.
Mikey, I remember that going around because the comic book store guy was selling like copies of it.
Oh my God, that's hilarious! Wow.
Yeah, that's how and we would buy them. I think he was selling them like for $5 just for that little scene.
Oh, we were all losing, pre-internet. You know what I mean? Oh,
Hey, that was our only way to see it on VHS.
Yeah,
You couldn't
yeah.
just look it up. So if you missed it, you were screwed unless you got a copy of that on VHS. So I totally know what you're talking about. That was a big deal.
And at that time, I had quit comic books already at that time, and I saw that trailer. Like I said, I'm like, okay, I gotta get back to comic books again.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was out of the country since I went back in '87, and I didn't know what was going on in the comic book world until Batman '89. When the trailer hit, like, holy shit, what have I been missing this whole time?
Oh, I mean, it was a good time, Especially, you had the Dark Knight and then the Killing Joke. I think really solidified Batman in the 80s.
I went back and read those. In '89, I like, oh, I missed out on these. Like his Killing Joke to me is my favorite Batman story of all time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic. You
Yeah.
can't deny it. I'm still gonna go with Dark Knight Returns, but Killing Joke is probably second. Yeah.
They're all great. I mean, like Year One was fantastic.
Oh, Year One's great.
Wow, it's
Especially
just
the I really
amazing stuff.
always liked that and they used it in the Mask of Phantasm too, where the cops chased them into the abandoned building.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, remember that? That was a great sequence in the comic too, man.
Great stuff. Okay,
Kids went to work
so
over Batman '89. That's the truth.
let's discuss Snyder and
Oh
Gal.
yes, we got some, and I think still gonna have some more Flash news that everybody's hungry for it soon too.
Oh, okay.
So yeah. Okay. Snydercon.
So I scooped this the other day. I was told that Gal will be at Snydercon. It'll be her birthday on April 30. So if you guys are there, I'm
That's
here.
really big news,
That's
man.
big news. And when I got that news that morning, and then I got confirmation from a source, and this source was the one who told me that not to expect Henry Cavill at San Diego Comic Con. I put that out there, and Silo and I were trying to calm people down. And
I
sure enough,
remember that. That was
right?
totally true.
Yeah, and we debunked Deadline, which took a lot of balls to do. Because Deadline
Yeah,
was
because everybody
saying,
else was
yeah,
like, I was to be honest, Mikey, I was like sold. I mean, Deadline said it.
yeah,
And
nope.
you guys should have listened to Still and Mikey.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I was told, Necron, that yeah, I was to expect Gal to show up, and so just wanted to get that out there. You guys are gonna see a pretty big Justice League member at SnyderCon.
Kind of major character. Major to have Gal show up there. I mean, let's look at our
Well,
Wonder Woman, man. How awesome is that?
Here's the interesting part, Necron, is like, I thought Snyder's moving on. I thought he moved on from DC and Rebel Moons, everything to him now.
Oh yeah, it's impossible for this super creative mind to think of more than one thing at a time. Apparently, to some people, because some people, let's be honest, they chew gum, they can't get up and walk. They might fall down. I think she looks amazing as Wonder Woman. By the way, I don't know why
she is. She looks
that insane.
I can't. I don't want to see anybody else as Wonder Woman.
No one's ready for that. That's the problem with him wanting to replace all these characters. No one's ready for it. No, everyone knows there's more to be told.
Well, and more importantly, no one's asking for it.
Very good point.
Who's asking for it? We're all asking for Zachary Levi to be replaced with Shazam.
Yeah. It's like what the streets want, as they'll say. James Gunn kind of wants to go against that. Like, no, I want to do this. And like,
well, just call him Bizarro. You just want to go the opposite of what people really want, right? You guys want a serious Superman? I'll give you wacky.
Really wacky. Wait till it starts getting out more and more about what's going on with the ideals in that movie.
You guys want Brainiac? I'll give you crypto.
And here's another thing I saw going around today. People are saying the Russo brothers work with DCU. And Mr. J says, never ever do Batman from James Gunn, referring to the Russo brothers.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up, because there was some bad reporting the past few days, Necron. The Russo brothers never said they were going to direct Batman. They never said they're going to direct the Brave and the Bold. All they said was they like Batman. That's all they said. Yeah, but they're open to working for DC. Yeah, they are. But it didn't specifically say Batman either.
I mean, what I mean, as professionals, it would, it wouldn't be a good look if they said, no, we're not, open. The only one who had like the balls to come out and really say that adamantly was our boy Batfleck. It says,
Absolutely not.
absolutely, hashtag absolutely not. And he probably heard, the ideals that this man has for the DCU, and he was like, no, dude, I am not gonna, nah, that's not my ideal of Batman, or what I signed up for originally. He already went through that, right? With
Yeah.
Joss Whedon. Why would he want to go through that again?
Yeah, exactly. And so
Hey, what's up, bro?
I wanted to bring up Snyder because of this, Necron. So he had that interview with the Russo brothers,
Great interview.
and the Russo brothers were talking about, I believe, the Lois Lane relationship with Bruce Wayne. I think it was.
Oh yeah,
And the Russo brothers were saying like, I like to see that. I like to see that, and then Gunn said someday. Snyder said someday. I'm like, what do you mean someday? Or
Yeah.
one day? Like what? I thought he's over this.
Sounds like he still wants to get that completed, right?
Sounds like he knows something as well, and so. Like Snyder is still very much teasing coming back.
There's something brewing in the background. What it is, I don't know. But he's not foolish. He wouldn't be doing this if there wasn't a chance that if this wasn't a chance, right? He wouldn't even be saying this.
And didn't he say something like armor up and stuff like that? When this guy wants this, he wants to sell a campaign to continue. Okay, I mean, he's not giving up on this at all.
I'm, and that's why we don't have to give up. If he doesn't give up, that's the first thing that tells us. Keep doing what we're doing. Keep hashtagging.
Yeah.
Comics Gate. Do you know anything about this, Mikey?
Yeah.
I do not know those comics, to be honest.
Yeah, I read a little bit the whole Comics Gate scandal and everything. Graham Nolan's a friend of mine. That's the only person that I really know.
That's the only name I recognize.
Yeah, because he drew all those great Chuck Dixon Batman stories.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Including Bane. I think Graham Nolan is a co-creator of Bane.
That's awesome. But yeah, man, Zack is not moved on. He's doing a film festival. He's doing YouTube shows. He just what was the topic on the Russo's brothers thing? ZSJL.
Yeah, it was exactly. Yeah, it wasn't Rebel Moon. It looks like Rebel Moon. No, it wasn't. It was Snyder Cut. So.
Oh, we'll be hearing about Rebel Moon here in a couple months.
Yeah.
That's for sure, and we're all gonna love and support it. I don't see anything otherwise. Zack Snyder moving the rules, so yeah. But this is an unfinished book.
Yeah,
it's so annoying, that not to have it completed.
Yeah. So we have some more Snyder articles coming up on geekosymag.com. But I have faith that the sale will reach fruition.
Me too.
Too much money at stake here.
For all parties involved. Yeah.
Now I'm really curious though. What is that going to tease at Snydercon?
Yeah. Maybe it is just the Emerald Cut.
Mega City 1, I haven't heard anything about Mega City 1 in a while now.
Yeah, I really liked Dread.
I love Dread, yeah.
And the movie Dread, right? It was good, man.
Oh, that was a Carl Urban, man. What a cool guy, man. That whole film, he didn't take off the helmet at all.
He was Judge Dredd.
He was really Judge Dredd. There's no ego tripping like, well, you take off my helmet. No, you didn't. You kept that the whole time.
He was a cultist Mandalorian Judge Dredd. He did not take off
There
his
you go.
helmet
There you go.
ever.
This is the way.
And he was just so like down to business about everything,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
Nothing phased him. He didn't get freaked out. He's
You
just
know,
like, okay, we gotta do this.
I
All right.
regret not seeing that film in the theater. I saw it on DVD. I wish I saw it in the theater.
Oh
Um,
yeah, it's a good theater experience,
yeah.
especially when they were on the drug and it slowed everything down. And you had that hyper violent slow down action and all that.
Oh yeah,
Pretty good movie.
great
I
film.
really wish it was a bigger hit, but
I
I
did
just don't think
too.
the people in America really aren't too familiar with Judge Dredd outside of certain fan bases.
Yep.
Man, this chat is busy. I'm trying to keep up, guys. Mikey got everybody talking over here. Okay, yeah, I wanted to do one little quick thing on here,
Okay.
Mikey,
All right.
before
Before
we
I go.
finish up. Yeah,
Sure.
and it's called Necron's Mailbag. What did I get in the mail this week? Well, not really this week, but recently from the nerd side. So I wanted to show off this. I got the Michael Keaton Flash figure from McFarlane Toys.
Nice.
Yeah, they did a great job on sculpting his face. I don't know if you can really see the mask too well on this camera, but they did a good job. And then the Ben Affleck Flash figure from the Flash came out really cool. I think the face sculpt, me and Marcus were talking about this in a chat earlier. The face sculpt on the ZSJL figure might be a little better. But, they got all the armor. It's the Ben Affleck.
Hey, Nick,
Flash.
can you hold on just for a second? I'll be right back.
Yeah, I'll just keep talking about this stuff. So, got this. And then I got 2 retro things that I used to have in my comic collection. Some Evil Ernie, the Resurrection storyline, and the first Lady Death storyline. Total 90s comics. Whatever. Crazy, over the top, heavy metal, zombies, violence, whatever. And then this one's really sweet. The Dark Knight trilogy, Nolan Batman, came today. They're doing a whole line on those. McFarlane's just killing it with these. Just get this face here. Looks really good. Take a look at the back. This is you collect a whole little collection here of them, and you build Bane if you want to get them all. But I'm just buying the Batman figures because that's about all I can afford now, because they have like so many of these things. All right, let's see what the chat's saying here, because I got lost. Yeah, man, Dredd was great. That was a nice, mature action movie. Dyke says, once Zaslav sells the Snyderverse to Netflix, Gunn will lose his shit and snap, end up drooling in the corner. Who knows? Probably will. I mean, I think he's just afraid of the competition. It's going to make him have to work harder and make good movies. Maybe, we'll get lucky and everything will be good. We can only hope, but we know Zach ain't going to disappoint us. Emerald Cut, I think Zach will tease ZSJL too. I think so. He's not going to say it back, but I think he is going to go in the direction of, like, keep hope alive, keep doing it, and keep, hashtagging to sell ZSJL Netflix, sell Snyderverse Netflix. We got to keep hashtagging that. Oh, I have a Dread video later on YouTube. LOL. Well, what timing is that? Yeah, it's a shame it bombed. I know that we always hear about the show being brought back in different forms with Carl Urban, so hopefully that'll happen. Yeah, see, everybody's agreeing. Dreadwick Urban was amazing. Dread plot is the same as the raid. Yeah, trapped in the building. But they did do the Block Wars in comics, so, and Mega City 1. I gotta see these Emerald Cut clips. Oh yeah. Hopefully they'll, after if they do it in the at Snydercon, with the ZSJL movie, hopefully they'll release it to YouTube or something so we all can see it, like a day after or something. Actually, Graham Nolan's got a new series, Joe Frankenstein. People can still order a book for it, and it's part one of the series. These books are going to be collector's items. Cool. That sounds cool too, 'cause I like horror comics, so I might be just be sold. What type of guitar do I prefer? I play BC Rich mainly. I have a War Beast and a Mockingbird that I usually use live. At home, I write with it's called a Schecter. It's like based on a Les Paul shape. I used to have a Les Paul, but I sold it. Needed money. So those
Awesome.
are they asked me what type of guitars I like to prefer, but
You know, if I've never played guitar in my life, I don't know how to play any instruments. But if I did, if I play guitar, I'd play a Rickenbacker.
oh, you got the Lemmy touch.
Yes,
Rick's
sir.
I played a Rick bass one time that I borrowed, and it was awesome, dude. It's
Oh
just,
yeah, they're good. They got a lot of sound. That and the Gresh, but I think Rickenbacker is probably my favorite guitar sound. That kind of jangly, birdsy type of sound.
that's funny. Austin says, what decade did you run out of room for in your collection? Why do you think I had to sell shit, man? I'm almost at that point again. I don't want to put anything in the garage; it'll just get ruined out there, and this is the only room in the house that my wife, lets me. I can't complain because it's this, after the master bedroom, it's the second biggest room in the house. So, how about 3 bedroom? Yes, sir.
Are you guys ready for trunks? Because Superman's gonna have a trunk.
Oh, Mikey, damn it!
Just saying.
Oh shit!
But hey, it's OG.
Trunks. We were having a wonderful conversation. You just have to come in and ruin it with that Superman with trunks. Dude, what is this dude? Man. Everything is just wacky and zany with him, ain't it?
I just want to leave off with something like that, a little bourbon. Before I go
Trying
ahead.
to, yeah. Oh, and I believe we are doing a cool table stream tonight. It's
Oh,
either on Austin's or Skywalker's channel. So we'll be
what
talking
time?
about yeah, Austin, what time? You're in the chat. Let us know. Because I think it's on Austin's channel. It usually is. We usually go like around 10:30 or so. My
Okay,
time. My time. Yeah.
okay. I actually will tune in. I have a Dreamwalker phone conference tonight. We'll see. I'll catch the
Yeah.
replay if I have to.
We're going to be
Yeah,
talking more
okay.
extensively about the Russo.
Oh, okay.
Russo's
We haven't
Zack.
even covered that yet. It's been so busy lately, man. It's hard to keep up with everything.
I mean, just today alone, you got Zach talking about Rorschach decoding, crazy Justice League psycho analysis.
he he's gotten this far, and I still haven't. We still haven't published Snyder Queen's poster interpretation yet. How far behind?
Yeah, man. Oh, wow.
That's how far behind we are, man. We haven't done anything on Jonathan Majors yet, so
That's going to be a good one.
just catching up.
Okay, 11:30ish Eastern time is when that'll be going on Austin's channel.
So for those of you who are wondering, I won't be able to be on with my Burnett tonight and because I got this phone conference to do. So with the reschedule, I'm trying to get my schedule down. It's crazy.
Mikey, you're a busy man. You've been
Yeah.
Before you go, let's plug all the shows you're on now.
Okay, so tomorrow's Thursday, right? I'll be on Speedy's Multiverse tomorrow. I think it's at 4:30 p.m. PST. Then tomorrow night, I have a night shift with Skywalker.
Those are always good.
Always good. Friday, I have one of the member shows with actually no Rose Gallery's on Fridays now.
That's right.
This
Friday
right, so
night special, Rogue's
we have a
Gallery.
lot to talk about on Rogues,
Oh,
man.
Can you
It's
imagine
been
just between now and then what more is going to pop up?
we have all this DC stuff going on. Saturday, I think I'm doing Letters to Longbox on Saturday, and then I had those member shows with Sil over the weekend. Yeah, it's packed. On Sunday, I had night shift again. So
Whew.
there you go.
And we should be back here next week around this time, usually
Yeah,
in
we
this.
definitely will, and we'll discuss more classic rock.
Yeah, and 12-inch records and the new wave and metal.
You
And
know
all.
what? Okay, let's just do it, Necron. Next week, Necron and I are going to talk about "Open Arms" by Journey. Okay, we're going to talk "Open Arms" by Journey.
Oh, are you talking about the song in my not eighth grade, maybe seventh grade, dance that you're gonna definitely make out to? That song played and you had a dance partner.
And that song was used
Oh,
in
it
the
was you.
movie Heavy Metal. It was in Heavy Metal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Taxi. Mm-hmm.
It was in the actually in the sex.
That's another band that you can't tell people nowadays. They can't grasp how big Journey was back in the day.
Huge.
Packing, not clubs. These guys are packing arenas on a weekly basis, just going around the world, arenas and stadiums and shit.
Journey. Kids are writing Journey in their notebooks. I mean, they were everywhere, man. And see, I don't see bands today like young bands today as big as the bands were when we were growing up. These were big bands.
Well, there's just so much more competition nowadays.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. Well, the music's not as good either.
Kid, I mean, it's weird. I see like even at metal shows, I see kids, right? Like younger kids, and I think even this young, like the teenage generation, they might be swinging back more towards rock music because it was like hip hop was like the big thing for a long time for the younger kids.
Well, because I do a lot of this stuff on radio. The demographic for classic rock radio is kids. They love this stuff. So
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, when I say metal, yeah, but just rock music in
general. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like I see a lot of kids. Seem like I see them walking around. Do they know the bands on the shirt? I can't guarantee that, but maybe they do.
Sunday when I was when I had an office in Seattle in 2008, I had Joy Division's "Level Terrace Apart" as my ringtone. There's no vocals, just the music. And so all of a sudden, somebody calls me and "Level Terrace Apart" starts playing. And this kid I was working with for me, he's like 16, 17 years old, starts singing the song. Like, how do you know Joy Division? What the hell?
You're like, what? You know this?
Like it's crazy, but yeah, I mean, kids are into this stuff. So next week, next round, let's find one song a week, and you can bring up a song. I'm gonna discuss "Open Arms," and then you bring something up as well.
Okay, I'll think of something that that everybody can like talk about.
I tell you what, make it cooler. You find a song the same year that mine came out.
Oh, you know what? On my friend Francisco's channel, Jamming Out All Badass, he had me do 15 from 85.
Wow.
I mean, to be honest, I was picking underground metal because that's that's what his show is about too.
Yeah.
But it was such a good idea though, just the concept, picking some songs from a certain year, man. I really enjoyed doing that. That was fun.
It was good music. I like Joan Jett. She's great. In fact,
dude, Joan Jett was the coolest chick in leather.
Oh, dude. Oh,
and with the leather, I mean the punker, was it the lock, metal lock, or the Iron Cross or whatever she was wearing.
And Black Hearts, yeah.
Yeah, she looked cool as hell. I was like, I wanted a girlfriend like that.
Well,
I was like, geez, that's a cool chick.
Well, Socks, you don't know. I never tell anybody this, actually, Socks. When I became a famous scooper, You know what my theme song was Bad Reputation by Joan Jett. That was my theme song.
Oh, you don't give a damn about your bad reputation.
Yep, that was my theme song. And then first time ever mentioning something to anybody. So yeah, whenever I hear Bad Reputation, I think of that time after Spider-Gate and all the haters and everything, just taking back the song. It's like, and of course,
Oh yeah, she was like she was
yeah,
and is still a no fucks given,
yeah.
type of
Oh yeah, she didn't
personality.
give a
She don't
shit, man.
care. Right?
She
Oh,
was
you don't
fun.
like that too fucking bad. Deal with it.
I love that when she performed with Nirvana, she took Kurt Cobain's place and had Dave Grohl and Chris Novoselic, and she was singing those Nirvana songs. That was awesome.
I did not see that. I
Oh,
didn't know
it's
that.
on
Really.
YouTube somewhere. She's ageless, man. Joan Jett, she's ageless. She's forever punk rocker, man.
And her Crimson Clover.
Oh
Crimson,
God, I love that
that's such a
cover.
good song too. Yeah.
That was just great,
Oh yeah. Now they're talking about the Runaways. Shit. That's
Cherry Bomb.
Joan. Leah.
Lita
What's her
Ford.
name? Carrie Cherry, or the
Yeah,
lead singer.
yeah.
That was a
It's
cool band. Cherry Bomb. What a bunch of cool chicks. We need cool chicks like that again, man.
I know, man. She's just total badass.
Women. I'm sorry. Don't cancel the old Necron. I'm from the 80s.
When I've never brought this up either, but when I write Dreamwalker, I play some Joan Jett and that kind of girl power coursing through me. So like the action scenes in Dreamwalker. All right, a little admission here. They're written to Joan Jett music, so Sock had no idea.
He was just asking a random question, right?
Yeah, it's like okay, now you got me on Joan Jett because yeah, I do play her albums when I'm writing.
I could see that.
Yeah,
Fake Friends and all those songs.
oh,
That'd be...
just kick ass, man. So like kick ass.
All right. We could talk this all night. Let's save it for next week.
Yeah, we'll do. Wow.
Look at this.
See, for some reason, like I have a hard time imagining retro nerd girl as my age. I don't know why. She doesn't look my age. She looks much younger. So I was like, "What? How is this possible?"
Retro got us fooled, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give
she
you the
knows.
horn salute because Retro knows what's
She
up,
knows her
man.
stuff. She knows her stuff. And
Oh,
she's
and
in Dreamwalker 3. There you go. Yeah.
if you want to order the Pious Levis Aldian Dark Descent Records, let's go there. Google Dark Descent Records, search Pious Levis on their site, and the vinyl should pop up for pre-order.
Awesome.
Got to do a little, plug from a band if people want to know it, right? You got to let them know.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mikey. This was a fun show.
Oh man, it's fun, man. We had tons of different. See, I like about on my YouTube co-host, I can go into a different flavor each time. Like this is totally different than Rogues Gallery, what Necron and I do.
Oh yeah.
Like
I mean, it wouldn't be fun if you had to do the same thing with everything.
Exactly, and still I wouldn't be talking about Foreigner. You know what I mean?
Well, you probably prefer that than story time, so.
I do miss story time, but not a great time for it now.
What you got to do is you could have to story time. You can do probably on Zod and Robert Meyer Burnett late night.
That last story time is hard to top, though. That finale, that is hard to top.
I remember all the new people in the silly chat were like,
we were so
kind of like going like, I didn't tune in for this. Oh my god. I was laughing because I was like, if you've been around, you would know. But that story was pretty brutal.
And then the look on Sill's face, oh my god,
I can see still
I would go that far.
Jesus Christ, when is this over? He's playing it cool, but you can tell, man. He was like, okay, Mikey, this one's a little much.
Oh my god.
Speaking of talking dogs, right?
All right, thanks everybody. That was fun.
All right, guys. Thanks, man. We're gonna get the outro on here, and we will be out. Just find it for you guys. All right, thanks a lot, y'all. We'll talk to you next week.
Woohoo.